Hey there, friends. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and almost tripped over a rug? Or maybe you've shuffled to the bathroom in the middle of the night and felt that little jolt of fear when the floor felt slippery under your feet. If you're nodding along, you're not alone. In fact, did you know that 1 in 4 seniors falls every year? And most of those falls, they happen right at home. But here's the good news. With just a few simple tweaks, your home can go from a hazard zone to a safe haven. Today, we're tackling 7 home safety upgrades to prevent falls after 60, and we're doing it room by room. No big renovations, no fancy gadgets, just practical, affordable fixes you can do this weekend. Because staying independent isn't just about wanting to live life on your terms, it's about creating a home that supports you every step of the way. Let's start with the first room you walk into every day. Upgrade number 1, your entryway, where safety starts at the door. Picture this. You're coming home with groceries, it's raining, and your hands are full. The last thing you need is a wobbly doormat or a dark step waiting to trip you up. So, let's fix that. First, toss any rugs that curl at the edges. They're like tiny trampolines for your feet. Replace them with a non-slip rubber-backed mat. And if your entryway feels like a cave, add a motion sensor light. They're under $20, screw in like a regular bulb, and they'll light up the second you walk in. No more fumbling for switches. Now let's talk about shoes. I know. Those slippers with the worn-out soles are comfy. But if the bottoms are smoother than a buttered pancake, it's time to retire them. Grab a pair with good tread, or better yet, keep a sturdy pair of shoes by the door just for coming and going. Your future self will thank you. Upgrade number 2, the bathroom, your slippery nemesis. Let's be honest, bathrooms are beautiful, but they're basically indoor water parks, and not in a fun way. The 2 biggest culprits, the tub and the floor. Start by sticking down a non-slip bath mat inside the tub. Not the flimsy, flowery one from the 90s. I'm talking thick, suction cup grips that stay put. Then, lay a second absorbent mat outside the tub to catch drips. But here's the upgrade that's a game changer. Grab bars. And no, I don't mean those cold, hospital-looking ones. They make stylish options now. Brushed nickel. Even ones that double as towel racks. Install one vertically near the shower entrance and another horizontally by the toilet. They're not just for emergencies, they give you that extra confidence when you're stepping in or out. Oh, and while we're here, raise your hand if your toilet seat is cozy height. Host chuckles. If you're practically doing a squat to sit down, it's time for a raised toilet seat. They snap on in seconds and take the strain off your knees. Simple, but so worth it. Upgrade number 3. The bedroom, your safe haven for rest. Ever gotten up at 2 a.m. and stubbed your toe on a laundry basket? Or worse, tripped over a pet bed? Let's make your bedroom a no-stumble zone. First, clear the path from your bed to the bathroom. Nightstands are your friend here. Keep a flashlight or a small lamp within arm's reach so you're never walking in the dark. Next, let's talk about your bed itself. If you're practically rolling out of it like a pancake every morning, it might be too low. A bed riser can add a few safe inches. Just make sure it's sturdy. And if you're still using those satin pajamas from the 70s, maybe switch to something with a little grip. But here's my favorite tip. Light the way. Plug in night lights with soft, warm glow, not the blinding blue ones along the floor. Pop one near the doorway, another by the dresser, and you've got a safe path without turning on the overhead light. Now, I know what you're thinking. 3 rooms down, 4 to go. But here's the thing. These changes aren't just about safety. They're about giving yourself peace of mind. Imagine waking up tomorrow knowing your home is working for you, not against you. So grab a notebook, jot down these first 3 upgrades, and when you're ready, we'll keep moving through the house together. Trust me, by the time we're done, you'll feel like you've got a whole new home and a whole new confidence to go with it. Welcome back, friends! Now that we've made your entryway, bathroom, and bedroom safer, Let's head into the heart of the home, the kitchen. Because let's face it, this is where the magic happens. And also where a lot of sneaky little hazards like to hide. But before we dive in, I want you to think about something. How many times have you reached for that top shelf coffee mug and felt a wobble? Or maybe you've spilled something and thought, I'll clean it up later, only to forget and step right in it? Yeah, we've all been there. So let's fix that, starting with upgrade number 4, the kitchen, where clutter meets chaos and how to tame it. First things first, let's talk about what's at eye level. If your everyday dishes are playing a game of stack and topple on the top shelf, it's time to rearrange. Move your plates, bowls, and mugs to the lower cabinets. Save the upper shelves for lighter, less used items. And if you must reach up, keep a sturdy step stool with a handrail nearby. Not that rickety old chair from the garage. Now let's talk spills. A greasy floor is basically an invitation to slip, so keep a roll of paper towels or a microfiber mop within arm's reach. Better yet, invest in a few absorbent kitchen mats, the kind with cushioning for your feet and grip on the bottom. Your knees will thank you after a long cooking session. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Appliance cords. If your toaster or coffee maker cord is dangling off the counter like a jump rope, it's a tripping hazard waiting to happen. Use twist ties or cord clips to keep them neat and out of the way. Simple, but so effective. Upgrade number 5, the living room. Cozy doesn't have to mean cluttered. The living room, where we relax, entertain, and trip over rogue ottomans. Chuckles. Let's start with the furniture. If you've got a maze of side tables, footrests, and decorative baskets, it might be time to simplify. Arrange your seating so there's a clear, wide path to walk. No zigzagging required. And those beautiful area rugs? Make sure they're either taped down with double-sided rug tape or replaced with low-pile options that won't bunch up. If your feet catch on the edge every time you walk by, it's not just annoying, it's dangerous. Now, here's something we don't think about enough. Lighting. A single lamp in the corner might set the mood, but it also creates shadows. Add a few soft glowing floor or table lamps to brighten dark corners. And if you love reading in your favorite chair, consider a clip-on light. No more balancing a lamp on a wobbly stack of books. Upgrade number 6, stairs and hallways. The silent tripping zones. Stairs are one of the biggest fall risks at home, but they're also one of the easiest to fix. First, check your handrails. If they're loose, wobbly, or, heaven forbid, missing, it's time to tighten or replace them. A sturdy rail should run the entire length of the stairs, not just halfway. Next, look at the steps themselves. If they're carpeted, make sure the carpet is firmly tacked down. No wrinkles, no frayed edges. If they're bare, add non-slip treads or a contrasting strip of tape on the edge of each step. Why contrasting? Because as we age, our depth perception isn't what it used to be. That little visual cue helps your foot land exactly where it should. And hallways? Keep them clear. No shoes, no laundry baskets, no I'll put that away later piles. If you need extra light, plug in a few motion sensor nightlights. They're like little guardians, lighting your way without you even thinking about it. Now, I know this might feel like a lot, but here's the thing. You don't have to do it all at once. Tackle one room this weekend, another next week. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Because every little change you make is a step toward a safer, more confident you. And guess what? We've got one more room to cover. The often overlooked but oh so important laundry room. But we'll save that for next time, along with a few bonus tips to tie everything together. Until then, take a look around your home. Maybe jot down a few things you'd like to change. And remember, this isn't about getting older. It's about living better. See you soon. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep thriving. Welcome back, my friends. We've come a long way together from your front door to the bedroom, kitchen, and living room. Now, let's tackle that final frontier of home safety, the laundry room. I know, it's not the most glamorous spot in the house. But trust me, a few small changes here can make a big difference in keeping you steady on your feet. Think about it. How many times have you bent down to grab a sock that escaped the basket, or reached for that detergent bottle just a little too far back on the shelf? Those little moments add up. So let's make this space as safe and simple as the rest of your home. Upgrade number 7. The laundry room. Small space, big impact. First up, detergent placement. If your soap is stored on a shelf that requires a ladder or tiptoes, it's time to rethink. Move all laundry supplies to waist-level shelves or cabinets. Better yet, use a rolling cart with everything you need at arm's reach. No bending or stretching required. Now let's talk about the floor. Wet laundry rooms are slippery, so lay down a textured waterproof mat in front of the washer and dryer. And if your machines are stacked, consider adding a pedestal drawer underneath. It raises them to a more comfortable height so you're not fishing socks out of the depths of the drum. Here's another pro tip. Keep a folding station. If you're balancing clothes on the edge of the dryer or carrying heavy baskets down the hall, you're asking for trouble. A simple table or even a wall-mounted folding shelf saves your back and keeps everything in one place. And now, before we wrap up, let's talk about a few bonus upgrades that tie everything together. Because safety isn't just about one room, it's about your entire home working in harmony. First, lighting. I've mentioned it before, but it's worth repeating. Bright, even lighting is your best friend. Swap out dim bulbs for LED daylight bulbs. They're energy efficient and mimic natural light, which is easier on aging eyes. Second, emergency prep. Keep a phone or emergency alert device in every major room. And if you live alone, consider a wearable alert button. It's not about fear, it's about peace of mind. Finally, shoes. I know we talked about this earlier, but it's so important. I'll say it again. Wear supportive, non-slip shoes inside the house. Those fluffy slippers might feel cozy, but if they're sliding around, they're not doing you any favors. Now, I want you to take a moment and imagine something. Picture yourself walking through your home, your newly upgraded home, with confidence. No more worrying about rugs or dark corners. No more hesitation at the stairs, just ease, comfort, and the freedom to enjoy every day to the fullest. That's what we've been working toward. And here's the best part. You didn't have to remodel or spend a fortune. You just made small, smart changes that add up to a huge difference. That's the power of taking control of your space and your life. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one upgrade from this series and do it today. Just one. Maybe it's adding a nightlight to the hallway or finally securing that wobbly rug. Then come back and tell me in the comments how it felt. I'd love to hear your stories. And if this video helped you, pay it forward. Share it with a friend or family member who might need these tips too. Because everyone deserves to feel safe and independent in their own home. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, aging isn't about slowing down, it's about smarter living. Here's to your health, your happiness, and your home. A place where you can thrive, not just survive. Until next time, keep shining. You've got this.